Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3 intermittent fasting rules that you must follow if you want to be successful. But before we get into all that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Rule number 1. I know, a lot of people might not like what I'm about to say, but you have to reduce and count your calories. But before you start hating me, let me go ahead and explain to you the 2 approaches to doing this. The first approach is to quite literally write down the amount of calories that you are eating, or you can eyeball it. And by that I mean is you can try to look at the portion size of the meal you're about to have and just guess how many calories are in it and move on from there. Not exactly my favorite method of reducing calories, but some people are able to get away with it. Alright, so the first rule is you have to reduce your calories by either scanning food barcodes so you can see how many calories it has, or just looking it up and doing it that way, or do it the traditional way by writing it down on a piece of paper or whatever you choose to write it down on. I recommend your forehead. Just kidding. Or the second way, which is not my favorite approach, but it definitely still works, just eyeballing it. So an example of this would be, imagine this water bottle was, I don't know, juice or soda, right? And you can see that it's only halfway, right? Halfway full. The easiest way to measure this is to use a food scale. Let's say if it was soda and it had the serving size, you would scan this barcode or use the food scale to measure, how much is in here, and then check how many calories it has on your app. But if you were to eyeball this, I would have to guess, I don't know, 80, 90, I'm not really sure, unless I measured it. Now, sometimes you can actually get away with that, but most of the time you can't. But that is the other approach, trying to reduce calories. Rule number 2, stick to just one intermittent fasting schedule. For example, if I chose to do 16-8, do 16-8 for a couple of months. Don't just try it for a week and then switch on to another schedule just because you didn't see results with 16-8. It isn't really because the schedule isn't working, it's because you didn't give it time to work. Remember that the next time you consider changing your intermittent fasting schedule. Which actually leads me to rule number 3, and that is patience. Besides not knowing the exact amount of calories that you need in order to lose weight, the number 1 reason why people cannot drop the weight is because they are not patient with their journey. So when you understand how to reduce and track your calories, as well as sticking to just one schedule, the last thing that you need is, of course, patience. You can't just judge your progress on day 1, day 7, month 1, month 2. You have to give it some time. And if you ask me how long, then I would probably tell you 2 to 3 months max. If you did everything correctly, you will most definitely see if you progressed or not within 2 or 3 months. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I talk about the pros and cons of intermittent fasting. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. Are you following all 3 rules? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.